Let's invite the CEO of one of the companies whose stock has been a stellar performance, rendering a stellar performance in the past 3 months, a 42% gain in the quarter. R.C. Venkateish, the CEO of Dish TV, has joined us. Venkateish, good morning. What's going so right that the stock has done so well? Is it that your subscriber numbers have done very well, or is it that ARPUs are doing very well? Just give us some numbers.
Well, we don't normally comment on stock performance, but
no, I'm asking for company fundamentals only.
Yes, company fundamentals, as you've seen in the last 3 quarters, there has been, in fact, last several quarters, I would say, sequential improvement quarter on quarter. And the 4th quarter of the last fiscal was the time when we actually turned around and posted a 35 crore profit. And effectively, for the full fiscal, we posted a full year profit. We followed that up in the last quarter with a 55 crore profit in the bottom line. So obviously the business has crossed that inflection point, which I had mentioned several times during the last year. And so obviously the metrics are looking a lot more healthy today than they were. And when you're talking about the metrics and not any specific metrics, we've had improvement in market shares and subscriber additions in terms of ARPU gains, and all the relevant metrics have shown good, steady improvement.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Venkateish. Thanks for joining in. First, let me come to you on the price hike that you've undertaken for the non-South markets by close to about 4 to 8%. How will this improve your ARPUs? Will it help you meet your ARPU guidance of 6 to 7% for FY16? Or with this price hike, is it possible that you can beat your guidance?
No, we are not changing any guidance. So this is a part of a planned sort of strategy that we normally take 2 price increases in a year, one around February, March, and one before the festive season. So that's what we've done. So these are what built into the projections or the guidance that we've given of a 6 to 7% ARPU growth for the year. So there is no change in the guidance.
The 6 to 7% ARPU growth that you're seeing, you already are seeing it in the 2nd quarter itself. We are almost through with the 2nd quarter, just a month to go.
Yeah, I mean 6 to 7% is going to be YOY, so there will be Q on Q gains as well.
Okay, and subscriber additions?
Subscriber additions, again, we had guided for 1.5 to 1.7 million, and we're quite comfortable with our ability to hit that number.
Okay. How have content costs trended in the current quarter, and what's your expectation for the whole year?
We had guided for mid-single-digit content cost increase for the full fiscal. In the 1st quarter, it was a 5% YOY increase. So we are quite comfortable with the mid-single-digit guidance that we had given for content cost increase.
And the growth in collection from the cable operators, is that showing a healthier trend?
Could you say that again? Connections from
the collection, yeah, from the cable operators, because you have now package-wise billing.
We are a DTH company, not an MSO.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Any other new businesses, any of the new businesses, video on demand, digital businesses, can you give us any color on how you're working on these areas?
Yeah, we just recently launched a fairly breakthrough new product, Dish Flix, which is a push VOD service, which is priced at 5,990 rupees. The customer can pick up the box and plug it in. It doesn't require internet because the movies are downloaded onto the hard disk through satellite, and at any point of time he'll have a fresh library of about 50 movies. So this product's just been launched 10 days ago. Initial response has been very enthusiastic, so we're quite hopeful that it'll do well.
Any targets for the year?
We have our internal targets, but we won't be disseminating that.
Okay. This would come under your subsidiary Dish Infra?
Which?
Dish Infra, I believe.
Dish Flix.
Dish Flix is the product that you've launched, but would it come under your subsidiary?
Yeah, the hardware acquisitions are being done by Dish Infra, but the service provision is being done by Dish TV.
Okay. Coming to digitization, is phase 3 digitization on track for December?
Well, I believe so. The best person to answer that is the government. But so far, all indication that we have is that they seem to be extremely serious about getting it on track as per the date.
Okay. But now you have digitization competition perhaps hotting up. Will FY17 be as sanguine as FY16?
Well, there are two phases of digitization. One is starting on 1st of January 2016 and another phase starting 1st of January 2017. So let us see how that plays out. We are not providing any projections for FY17 at this point in time. But having said that, we do expect that the secular growth in subscriber numbers should carry on for at least the next 3 to 4 years, given that there are more than 70 million analog homes in the country.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much, Mr. Venkateish, for joining us.